Welcome to another Planet video from UNM.nu. Today is Friday before Memorial Day. Hope you all have a good weekend, although this will come out June 3rd. So hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. But today I just wanted to do a video on impermanent loss and how the pools work at Planet. Is being involved with Planet now for 3 years plus. I take a lot of things for granted, but I know Fifth Kiskel FTHKS GL the other day on Telegram, talked about pools and was complaining about the reallocation, which I think really refers more to the Athena pools, but refers to pools in general. And just, if you're new to Planet, I want to go ahead and discuss the pros and cons of investing in pools at Planet. So let me go and jump right into it. I don't want this to be a super long video. So here, if you go to the docs.planet.finance page, a lot of these need to be updated, which Joe is working on, but the impermanent loss is still very valid. Here you can read it all on your own, but essentially it talks about that if one coin changes in value compared to the other coin, it's like, let's say Bitcoin and Ethereum is the pool you're investing in. If Bitcoin goes up 1.25x, but Ethereum stays the same, you're going to experience a 0.6% loss in the pool. This goes all the way down to, let's say Bitcoin exceeds Ethereum by 5x, which is pretty highly unlikely in my opinion. But if Ethereum was to crash, who knows? In this case, you're at experience a 25.5% loss. So essentially, if you had held the Ethereum and Bitcoin separate as compared to the Bitcoin Ethereum pool, you would lose 25.5% in the pool as compared to holding those coins individually. That's the key to interpreting all this. You can read about the rest of this. I really want to jump into a real world example where here on the screen, I have the Gamma BTCB pool. So right now, Bitcoin has a determined price of 69,000. I believe Planet uses Chainlink to pull this price on a continuous basis. And the price of Gamma is constantly determined from the price of Bitcoin. So in this case, we have 1.59 Bitcoin in the pool and for 18.4 million Gamma in the pool. So let me just pull up my calculator here and see if I can do the math quickly. What you would do is, really, I don't need to do the math. We have the numbers right here. So 1.59 Bitcoin times 69,000 gives us $109,800 worth of Bitcoin in the pool. We need to have that same amount. It's off by $18, but that's just a rounding issue. You need to have the same amount of Gamma to match Bitcoin in the pool. So you would take your 18 million. Actually, you take your one. Well, let's go and do this. You take your, make sure I can still do math, as I did get a minor at math at the University of New Mexico. So let's put it to work. So you take your amount of Bitcoin, divide it by the amount of Gamma, and that gives you the price of Gamma, which right now is about 0.59 cents, 0.594. So that's how, here we go, 0.5941. So that's how we come up with the price of Gamma. If you invest in the Bitcoin Gamma pool, if you're like me, and lately I've just been putting my Gamma rewards into the pool, the net effect is that I'm not adding any Bitcoin into the pool. I'm just adding Gamma into the pool. So naturally, keeping Bitcoin the same and adding Gamma to the pool, that's going to reduce the price of Gamma, keeping all else equal, the price of Bitcoin and so forth. So what I'm doing when I convert my Gamma strictly to Gamma BTCB, it's not good for the price of Gamma. I did talk to, I think it was Trader Crusader, who commented on my YouTube video earlier today. Always awesome comments on YouTube. I appreciate that. And the ways to beat the bot is that the bot will buy Gamma to override my buy order. Well, to beat the bot, you can sell Gamma in return. Well, I'm not really feeling like selling Gamma straight up these days, as the price is too low. So I don't feel like beating the bot that way. What I'm going to do most likely these days is, once the bot buys Gamma, to drive the price of Gamma down, I will convert my Gamma rewards to Gamma BTCB. And that's one way you can try to beat the bot, using the mechanism I just described. Now, in general, I want the price to go up, but the bot's been an issue. So that is a pro of actually adding Gamma to the pool without adding any Bitcoin. But in general, us Planet users, us Planet holders of Gamma BTCB, what we want is Bitcoin added and gamma to either go down or stay the same. So those scenarios would be if I want to put $1,000 of any crypto other than gamma into this pool, like the other day. I don't know if it was the other day. Was it the other day? Well, I think I was looking at one of my prior transactions around February when the farm was being implemented. That's what I was looking at. Is at that time I put like maybe $1,000 worth of USDT into the pool. So I'm not going to go through BSC scan for you, Zeno, as I know I'm wearing you out with all my BSC scan videos. So we'll just stay away from there for now, except for this. You can handle this from BSC scan. I'm not going to look at individual transactions. I understand that giving you a headache. This is pretty straightforward. But anyway, when I put my $1,000 of USDT into the pool, what it did is converted my USDT to Bitcoin, and then it just threw that Bitcoin into the pool. So the net effect is gamma stayed the same and Bitcoin went up, which is naturally going to cause the price of gamma to go up. Now, the ultimate thing to drive the price of gamma way up is what I've been doing recently, which is buying gamma straight out. In that case, I'm converting USDT to gamma. So let's say it's $1,000 worth of USDT. It converts that to Bitcoin, throws that in the pool, and takes out $1,000 worth of gamma. So you're kind of getting a double whammy in that effect. You're getting additional Bitcoin and decreased gamma in the pool. So that's going to really cause the price of gamma to go up. And of course, vice versa. If you're selling gamma, you're going to be adding gamma to the pool and taking out Bitcoin. Even if ultimately you take out another coin, you're taking out Bitcoin from the pool and converting that to another crypto of your choice. So that's what's really driving the price down. That's what Mega Aqua Whale did the other day, is essentially throw a bunch of gamma into the pool, which is why we're now at 18.5 million gamma, and took out some Bitcoin in the pool, because I thought we were at like 1.9 Bitcoin, maybe 1.8. Either way, we were much higher than we were today, as Mega Aqua Whale took out Bitcoin and threw in gamma, which really caused that price decrease from 0.8 to 0.5 cents, and actually below 0.5 cents. So hopefully that's a nice run through of how this pool works. And so the thing is, when you invest in this pool, you're buying an equal amount of Bitcoin and gamma and throwing it into the pool. I've discussed the various mechanisms, whether you're throwing gamma into the pool or whether you're throwing Bitcoin into the pool. But once you throw in your crypto into the pool and these prices recalibrate, is you're giving a certain amount of token, which represents your ownership in the pool. After that, this ratio between Bitcoin and gamma can fluctuate at will. So the one thing I know Fifth Kiskel, FTH, KSGL really wanted is if he wanted to put $100 worth of Ethereum and $100 worth of Bitcoin into the Ethereum Bitcoin pool, he wants those coins to stay the same. He doesn't want to end up with maybe 50 Bitcoin, well, $50. Well, okay, let's just use the basic example. I mean, like I'm a visual person, but let's assume the price of Bitcoin is $1 and the price of Ethereum is $1. Obviously a very unrealistic example, but for sake of this example, that should be easy to follow. Is you're putting in essentially 100 coins of Bitcoin, 100 coins of Ethereum, you're putting in $200 into this theoretical pool and getting a certain amount of tokens in return, which represents your $200 in the pool. Well, let's say the price of Bitcoin doubles and Ethereum stays the same. Well, now at this stage, essentially the pool's going to have a certain amount of coins in Bitcoin, which represents $100. Maybe I can pull up a spreadsheet and we can kind of work through this together, because this does get kind of complicated. And I want to see if I can do this example off of memory. I've watched enough videos on impermanent loss. I should be able to do this. So yeah, let's forget not being visual. Let's get visual here. So let's say we do $100 worth of Bitcoin and $100 worth of Ethereum. So obviously each coin is worth $1. Okay, so that's scenario one. So essentially you're putting in $200 into the pool. Okay, so ultimately you still have $200. Not necessarily, because if the price of Bitcoin went up, you are going to have a higher value in the pool. It's just that you're going to have impermanent loss, because had you held the Bitcoin directly, you would be better off. So now we're saying the price of Bitcoin is $200, which means obviously that's $2 per coin, because we're looking at the same number of Bitcoin in the pool. The price of Ethereum's the same. And yeah, so the price of Ethereum is the same. The amount of Ethereum you have in the pool is the same. So now you have $300 in the pool. That doesn't sound right. This would be if you own it straight up. Okay, so if you own the coins straight up, you would have $300 in your portfolio instead of $200. However, maybe I should add another value here. This is having 100 coins, 100 coins. So we'll keep this as a general number. So maybe I should start labeling. Well, so you can figure this out. 100 coins, a dollar per coin. That's $100 worth of each coin. In this case, you still have 100 coins and 100 coins, but now you have a different dollar amount. Okay. So now we have the scenario where let's say we're in the theoretical world where all that happened is Bitcoin was exchanged for Ethereum. So you still have $200 in the pool. So you still have $100 of each. That means that you would have 50 coins and 100. Is that right? Just trying to do this in my head, just trying to think about this theoretically. So this example right here is if you have a person who just, not really, the more realistic example is they put in Ethereum to take out Bitcoin. So then really this price would have come down. Sorry, I'm just thinking. This is very difficult. This, like I said, this is even complicated for myself. I think that looks about right. Okay, so what happened is, again, this isn't quite how it would work because as the person took out Bitcoin and put in Ethereum, the price would change instantaneously. So the person wouldn't really be able to put in 50 coins of Ethereum and take out 50 coins of Bitcoin. But for sake of this example, this should make sense to you that if each coin was worth $1, we started the pool with 100 coins of Bitcoin and 100 coins of Ethereum at $1 a piece, which gives you $200 in the pool. This was the example where the price of Bitcoin just goes up and you're making $100 profit. But in the other world where just a person is exchanging Bitcoin for Ethereum or vice versa, they're actually putting Ethereum into the pool and taking out Bitcoin, your pool value is not going to change. You still have a certain amount of ownership of that pool, which is $200. That's a constant. But this person put in $50 and 50 coins worth of Ethereum to take out 50 coins or $50 worth of Bitcoin. So now 50 coins at $2 Bitcoin is $100. 150 coins of Ethereum at 67 cents is $100, and you still have $200 in the pool. But what Fifth Kiskel was complaining about is now he has triple the Ethereum than Bitcoin. He wanted to have the same amount of Bitcoin and Ethereum in the pool, but now he has triple the Ethereum than Bitcoin, and he doesn't like that. Well, that's the way that pools work, is when there's exchanges in the pools, you essentially have the same ownership in the pool. Like if I have 100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever dollars invested in the Gamma BTCB pool, my ownership doesn't change when people exchange Gamma for Bitcoin and vice versa. It's just my allocation of the coins that change. And that can also lead to impermanent loss. Because again, had you just held, well, like I guess in this example, let's say the price of Ethereum did go down to 67 cents. Okay, so you actually have like $267. So this is a more realistic example where, again, a person is just exchanging Ethereum for Bitcoin in that Ethereum Bitcoin pool. Well, this price is determined by the pool, so this price is a constant, but had you been holding the coins individually instead of in the pool, you would have made $67 instead of having the exact same dollar amount in the pool. So that's where, again, impermanent loss. This is a perfect example right here. Hopefully you're able to follow. So I think the final thing I want to talk about is for the Athena pool. I believe there's automatic recalibration of the pool for efficiency. So again, just taking a look at the Athena pools we have to offer. and then we'll call this video for a day. We'll shut it down. But if we go to the pools here and we really want to go to the V3 pools. Okay, so here we go. We do have an Ethereum BNB pool. We don't have a Ethereum Bitcoin pool, but taking a look at the Ethereum BNB. So just replace Bitcoin with BNB in my prior example. Is the Fusion pool automatically recalibrates the ratio of Ethereum to BNB to maximize profits for its holders, to maximize fees, to maximize the value of the pool. So again, I just showed you an example where the pool automatically recalibrates here just to keep this $200 constant. But Ethereum might do this recalibration on an even deeper level than my basic example here. Either way, the whole key to holding pools is that your ratio of Bitcoin to Ethereum, Bitcoin to BNB, Ethereum to BNB, when you own a pool, you own a dollar amount in the pool. And the disadvantage to that is that, let's take Gamma as an example. Gamma has gone way down since it was introduced in 2021, but Bitcoin has gone up since 2021. We've hit all-time highs since then, whereas Gamma is now below 1 cent. Back then when it came out, I remember $3 Gamma, I think even $6 Gamma. You're not going to see that in any of the charts, but you've had Gamma really decline over the years, whereas Bitcoin's gone up. In that example, that's actually impermanent less loss is what I term it, because if you had been owning the pool instead of the individual coins, because Gamma went down like over 99%, and let's say you had an equal amount of Gamma and Bitcoin, you would have been better off holding the pool than the individual coins, because the pool kind of would have given you a buffer with your losses. But I showed you the example of impermanent loss, which is when the prices of coins go up, but up in a disproportionate manner. So let's say Gamma had gone up a little, especially like lately. We could use an example, like maybe lately, well, I mean, ignoring Mega Aqua whale, but let's say Gamma had been going up just a little amount, but Bitcoin had been going up a lot. Like this would be the example from $16,000 Bitcoin to $73,000 Bitcoin. Now Gamma is really going down in real life, but let's say we had Gamma going up a little, but Bitcoin really going up a lot. You would have been better off holding those two tokens individually because of the profit you would have gotten on Bitcoin than holding the pool. You would have had minimal gains there. So I'm going to shut it off there. Hopefully that made sense. If you have further questions on impermanent loss, leave a comment in my videos. But if you've enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment on YouTube, Twitter, and my other social media accounts. I'm going to start enjoying my 3-day weekend. I might continue to record videos over the weekend. We'll see, but I have enough videos now through June 3rd. So that's a nice buffer for me. So I might just enjoy the 3-day weekend. But of course, I'm going to be keeping track of the prices of Bitcoin, of crypto, and everything I have at Planets. So I'm sure you'll be doing the same. I'm definitely looking forward to good times ahead, as I really do believe we hit the all-time low for Gamma at 0.5 cents. Not necessarily. I mean, we have that theory out there from Joe Danger that maybe the whale, Mega Aqua whale, sold because the whale sees future Gamma selling once we hit that 90-day unlocking period. But I don't think, I think a lot of the people who hold Gamma, even once they can sell it after their 90-day locking period, I think they're going to want to hold until a higher price of Gamma. For me, myself, it is not worth it at all to sell at these prices. Like, even though I've brought my cost basis down of Gamma to like way below $1, way below a cent, I'm still in the red in terms of Gamma. So I need to hold until Gamma gets back to a 1 cent and above before I even think about selling. And I'm not interested in doubling my money or tripling my money. We're 10xing, 20xing, 100xing, 1000xing from here. So I have no intention to sell anytime soon. The only reason I would sell is to beat the bot. But at these prices, I'd rather convert my Gamma rewards to the Gamma BTCB pool, as I just discussed. So hope all is well with all of you. Enjoy your day. God bless, my friends. Until next time, take care.